Hey, welcome back, guys. Styling in the afternoon, dragging your ass through all the bullshit and complaints and fuck New Balance. So, yeah, that's what we've
New
been.
Balance.
Yeah, fuck you and your New Balance shoes. So yeah, pretty much on the break we were talking about random shit. I got the fly swatter. I don't know where this fucking thing went because it obviously.
You're going to end up staying late looking for that damn mat.
Well, I'll probably be here on Kicking It with Leslie or on the.
Yeah, you'll still be looking for it. It'll come flying up.
Yeah, it's hiding right now, but hey, that's just is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would be too. You were stalking it.
Yeah, motherfucker must die.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
It must go to a new home.
Yep.
So, yeah, fucking is what it is. Hey.
Yep.
So yeah, it's the 3:00 hour here. Well, it's getting ready to be 4 here soon.
Yep.
So, and them DJs are all setting up. Man, them DJs put on a hell of a fucking performance yesterday.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of it.
I mean, damn.
Yep.
A little bit of old school with some new school, and
Yep.
cruising in my 4-door Impala. Yeah, that's fucking cool shit. Yeah, them guys, they're fucking creative, man. They come up with some good stuff because we are your number one automotive radio station.
Yep.
That's what we do over here, Yeah, and while you guys are at it, make sure to go to Stylin' Motorsports, get some T-shirts, and we got new radio shirts coming. And then we got all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I know the Touch Me Bears. I know they sold out of those. So
way to get that warehouse emptied out.
Yeah. The sales staff was like, please inform us before you randomly start talking about rape bears, and like, well, is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
speaking of cars, I went out to start the Mustang up this morning.
Oh yeah.
Hadn't been started for a couple months, I knew it was about time to start, or the battery was going to be dead. Went out there, jumped in it. It's sitting in there with the top down. Jumped in it, hit the key, and it went, I said, oh no, it's right there. I said, well, I got to get the charger now and jump start it. Should have put the charger on it, start right up, let it run, get away at the operating temp and everything, but glad I went out when I did. A couple more days, I'd probably had a frozen down battery. Because I don't have any heat on in the garage this winter unless I'm out there. So, that battery would have froze on me.
Oh, yeah, and that's the time of the year, They say they don't make batteries like they used to, and that is for sure.
Yeah, you get 3 years out of a battery now, you're doing something.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have batteries 6-7 years before they'd go bad. Back in the day, these new ones ain't worth a crap.
Oh, no.
And all you car guys listening, make sure you start your shit up. Or disconnect that battery altogether.
Yep.
I made that mistake with the S10 outside, but that battery's got a warranty on it, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah, that ain't no kidding about that.
S10 outside, it lost that tire when it got cold. And I ain't going out there in my house to do it. So I started the other day and the battery's dead, and I bet it's frozen, swelled on me. I haven't even looked. But it's under warranty. It was only like 3 months old when the tire went flat, so. Like, well, if I have to, I'll just let's change it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that happens, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's...
Yeah, especially with where we live, I mean, we have all that salt and shit.
Well, the other thing is when the temperature drops sub-zero...
It's hard on that old shit.
So, I mean...
It's hard to start that old shit up sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, shit happens.
And especially if you got a built motor, I mean, your tolerances are so much tighter on a built motor than they are on a stock motor.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes when it's cold, you want to heat that motor up before you even start it. My buddy had that 900 horse LS that went up to a museum the other day. And it was one of those days that was really cold outside. And he had it sitting in the car trailer. They were 20 minutes with a salamander in there blowing before they even tried to fire that thing up.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't try to start this thing with it just cold.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard on everything. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like I tell people, hey, you know, you might have your car, you know, in the winter, you know, start it up every now and then, you know.
Yep.
Make sure, you know, what's going on with it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, the Mustang's Mama's car. I mean, I drive it still, but it's her car. It's her baby.
Yeah.
And it's the first fancy car she's ever had. She's had new cars, but she's never had a toy that she wanted, you know?
Yeah.
And she really loves the car. And I was glad I could get it for her. But come wintertime, she just, you know, she don't know what to do with it. So I had it in the garage this winter, in my garage this winter, and had all my stuff outside. Because, you know, the convertible should probably be inside more than a hardtop. But I went out there and started it this morning. I was like, ooh, I about missed my window. But that's just the winter things in the area we live in. Some of these people out here in Arizona and shit, they think 40 degrees is cold outside. You know, they don't know nothing.
Oh, exactly.
I love going to Arizona at Christmas time, and it's 40 degrees at night and 75, 80 in the daytime. It's like, wow, I love winter.
Yeah, and that's how it is, you know.
It is. I've had a few cold days in the winter in Florida, but not very many.
Yeah.
Of course, I did see snow in Arizona once.
Yeah, well, I just got an update. So for all you people listening, if you go to Alexa and you say play Styling Radio, it will play now.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So yeah. And it's unlimited listening. Okay, nice. We're unlimited. So yeah. Styling Radio.
Unlimited listening. Okay.
Yeah, you can't say Styling Radio. You have to say Styling Radio.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, we're going to work on, there's languages here that we got to put on. So, yeah. Says that we are alternative hip-hop and talk radio for car guys and girls. That'd be you listeners, yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah. Yep, I'm just looking at some emails here, and yeah, we're...
it gives us a chance to talk about our own cars, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because...
Being on a car show like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I may not have bought a 90s 5.0 recently, convertible.
Yeah?
Yeah, I may not have some deep dish wire wheels for it. And I may or may not have fender chrome. So...
Now, mine ain't got fender chrome. But mine's got 4-inch lip, 10-inch wide wheels all the way around. And it's convertible. It's 94 5.0 5-speed.
Yeah,
because she's wanted a Mustang all of her life. That's her favorite car in the world. Well, she's never been able to afford a newer one to buy as a daily, and knew they weren't practical, you know. So she's always had kid hauler cars and stuff, and I found the opportunity to get this for her, and I told her, I said, I found you a Mustang. It's going to be a SN95, and it's going to be a 5.0 5-speed. I said, I don't care what we have, what color it is, but I have my stipulations if I'm going to be driving it. She's like, well, what's the difference? I said, well, I'm not wanting to work on a 4.8 or 4.6 because I don't do twin cam and all that stuff. And I told her, I said, I know 5.0s because they're a lot like a Chevy motor. She's like, well, okay. And I said, and I won't own an automatic. Luckily, my girl can drive a stick, so it don't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm also looking on the Google Play Store. You can type in Styling Radio on apps. So apparently they've got the app up and going.
Good.
Yeah, so on Chrome Play, Styling Radio. So yeah, I'm just looking at
hell yeah.
And then My Tuner Radio. Play Amazon, Apple, Steinland Radio. Yeah, right here. Steinland Radio on Apple. So, yeah. I'm just looking at some of the stuff that Steinland Radio, Steinland History. What the hell is this?
I was going to say, what's that?
Yeah. Oh, there's a Wikipedia for us.
Ah.
Oh, man. We're moving up in the fucking world over here. So, yeah. So, yeah.
We're historic.
yeah. I guess fucking... Yeah, it names all of us as radio personalities. So, yeah. Somebody's fucking doing their job over there. So...
Yep.
So, yeah, no, a while back, I didn't really say anything to anybody. But a lot of people know that I did go to Compton, California last year and looked to buy the the straight up Menace, the Menace to Society Mustang. And, it's real. It's real. It's after the movie got done filming, it wasn't even in the theaters yet, and this guy got it.
See, that's a Fox body. That's like a 93, isn't it?
Yep.
So, last year, the good body style.
Yep. So I bought a 1990. I almost bought the LX with the 4-cylinder. And it was an automatic, and I was like, man, I really want the 5.0 stick. And this thing was immaculately clean. Okay? It was the same color as a straight-up Menace from the factory.
Hell yeah.
All it needed was the wheels and the fender chrome. That's all it needed. That's all this damn thing needed. And a stereo system, of course. But it was a 4-cylinder LX, okay?
Yeah.
But he knew a guy who had a 5.0, or has a 5.0, and... very low miles, and he was willing to part with it, and it was white.
Hey.
And so...
Ice, baby.
yeah, exactly. So that's what I was kind of like, man, I mean, I could do one in white, and then I could buy another one. Well, what ended up happening, I bought the white one, and then a buddy of mine in Kansas City called me and said, hey, look at this on Marketplace. And there was the straight up same fucking thing, but it was the 5.0.
Oh, nice.
The only thing with this is it has like 200,000 miles on it, but they had a Whipple supercharger on it, and they pulled it off because they bent a bunch of push rods. So, old school, I got it over at Old School Midnight Auto. I'm just gonna pay him to fuck with it. He's a Mustang guy, So, I'm just gonna let him fix the motor, and then when it comes back to me, I will do all the styling stuff to it. And so then I got my white one, and then I got my straight up Menace one. So that'll end that collection, and then I'll cruise them around, driving to work and whatever.
There's a movie car I want.
Yeah.
If I ever build a movie car, it'll be the black Monte Carlo from Training Day.
Oh, okay.
The black 78 Monte.
There was one for sale. No shit. It was in Oklahoma City, and they only wanted like $5,000 for it.
Wow.
And it was on hydraulics, and the guy didn't purposely build this to look like that one. It just so happened they look very similar.
Right.
Had the same wheels on it. Except this has got a real good height. I mean, this thing will fucking hop,
Right.
Not like what they had on there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
that one didn't go up very high. Of course, it was only at 13s, too, still.
Yeah, I mean, that was more of a movie set car, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. You didn't really see him three-wheel the fuck out of it or anything, or hop it, Speaking of lowriders, a buddy of mine, you remember the movie Juice? He just bought the lowrider. It was in Juice.
Oh, nice.
And what's crazy, I don't know how he even got his hands on this, but the movie prop company that leased that car, I guess because of insurance, they had a copy of the VIN number.
Okay.
And somehow this squirrely fucker got his hands on it and did a DMV track on it.
Huh.
And the people who had it didn't even know it was in the movie Juice, much less ever seen the movie Juice. So, yeah, he found it down there in Georgia, which was crazy because it was filmed in New York.
Right.
So somehow but someone owned it and they rented it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty wild, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know, but yeah, he's got the documentation from the motion picture company that they authenticated. That's what it is, you know.
That's cool.
So
now, when I was younger, my uncle had a powder blue 64.5 Mustang convertible, and he bought it off this old lesbian car collector in Quincy, Illinois that my dad used to work for. Well, he bought it when I was 4 or 5. Well, then when I was about 10, I got the story on it. Mm-hmm. It was used in one of the Elvis Presley movies by Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
And he even rattled off the movie, and I don't remember the movie, but it was a powder blue Mustang convertible that he had in one of his movies, and they had all the letters of authentication and all that it was in the movie, and I guess it was worth a lot of money, but to me it was a 6-cylinder Mustang, but worth shit.
Yeah.
It's a 6-cylinder, 4-lugged convertible. What the hell?
Well, it's like the guy that bought that car, Live and Die in L.A., that car that they had in that video that girl drove Tupac around in.
Mm-hmm.
The guy bought the car, but
yeah,
it didn't really run, and it was never on hydraulics. They had put sandbags,
to make it look like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, they cut the springs in the front, but they still couldn't get it to look low enough. So in the wheel wells in the front, the whole engine bay had fucking weight in it to get it that low. So this guy, he restored it, but he put it on he pulled the frame off, wrapped the frame, put it on hydraulics. So it's everything that it was supposed to be.
Right.
So I'm like, you know, you kind of took away a little bit of what it was.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a cruising car, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wanted to pull Monster 3 wheels, and I'm like, dude, you just could have put a regular kit on it to go up and down.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't have to go that fucking crazy. And it never had a stereo system in it. So it was just a car that somebody had and people do this. You know, Craig Learman, you know, he rented his car to Fast and Furious, you know, the motion picture company, and they had a bunch of clones. But you know what I think's crazy about the whole fucking thing with him, right? Is his car was never painted that way. They repainted it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they were renting cars and painting them to look like what they wanted for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So realistically, I find I know this dude. I mean, he's so full of shit, it's unreal. You know.
Oh, but he's got a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sort of.
I tell you what, he posted he did a live video. He live streamed not too long ago, and I don't know if he's got Alzheimer's or what the fuck's wrong with him.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think he's got Parkinson's or something. And if he does, he does. Hey, it is what it is. But it made me wonder how many times does he shoot retake these YouTube videos?
Yeah.
You know, so. You know, they're stuttering and all kinds of shit. You sound like you did fucking back in the day. Trying to fucking chase wheel sponsors down. And, you know, that's the only body I've ever seen. He'll go to a nitrous company and they'll have 4 fucking different companies giving him nitrous. I could do product placement in the movies. I bet you fucking can. So,
yeah.
But on that note, guys, we're getting out of here. Happy hump day to you. And when you get home, you see your significant other, hump their leg and tell them Izzy said, what up?
Go search her out, Rod.
Yeah. So we out of here, man. Up next is going to be those fire ass DJs, you know, and you keep it styling because you know we will. See ya.
Yep. We gone.